Hey guys, it's Selma Nilla, and you are watching Cluck That! The drag queen cooking show that keeps me occupied and socially distant in the middle of a pandemic. Wear a mask! Today we are trying a recipe that I am quite nervous to try. I'm going to attempt to make a asparagus risotto. We might add a little broccolini in there, and then I'm going to show you guys how I make my absolute favorite garlic bread, and we're going to pair it with a little arugula salad. I'm going to wing it! Bagok! To start, I'm going to prepare my garlic bread so that it's ready. It really only needs 10 minutes in the oven, but I figured I'll just get her out of the way. What a big, crumbly mess I'm making. Look at this big baguette. Not baguette. Oh, I have to do that. We have our nice, crusty Italian loaf in the shape of, I would say, two. This is how they do it in the bodega, in the little deli. In my favorite Publix, where they make you a little pub sub, they always cut that bread. Hey guys, it's Selma Nilla, and you are watching. Why am I stupid? Should I put lipstick on the bread? Now I'm gonna make a little buttery, garlicky, parsley. Hi, I'm parsley little. Why do I keep saying? Why do I keep saying parsley? It's parsley, you dumb! I'm already sweating like a banshee. I've already set aside a stick of unsalted butter, and we're just gonna put a little butter on the top. What? What? I have a couple little garlic cloves, and this is garlic bread after all, so you want it really, really garlicky. Ma'am, I have all of my garlic, finely minced, little parsley. This is wild. Look at her. Oh my God, spread her on, baby! I have my oven preheated to 425, and she's gonna go in for 10 minutes. I'm not gonna put her in just yet. Every time I upload a video, it asks, is this safe for kids? No. Simple answer is no. I bleep everything out like and but it is simply inappropriate for children. Now that the garlic bread is out of the way, I'm gonna start the very intimidating task of starting our risotto. I actually have this box. You have to use Arborio rice. I'm gonna prep the ingredients going into our risotto. So I went ahead and chopped up a few more cloves of garlic. I'm gonna use a little shallot, which I've also never cooked with a shallot before. I know it's a mini onion, but it's a shallot. You're gonna go in and make little slices vertically like so. And then you can go ahead and just chop your little onion, and it's all nice diced like that. Niced and diced. We are moving on to the star of this dish, a little asparagus. I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. When you wanna get rid of these like crusty, dusty bits, you don't wanna cut it. They will easily, you hold the crusty, dusty, you hold the nice green part, and they will just break where they were meant to break. So all of this is dead, and this is your gorgeous little green asparagus. Pick out a few of these gorgeous spears that I think would really be pretty on the top, and the rest of them, cut off the little heads because they're really pretty to add at the end, so you can kind of tell what the green is that you're eating. And we're just gonna cut these into discs, if you will. And I have this little baby broccolini from Trader Joe's. And for these, you can use the stalks, but since we're already using the stalks of the asparagus, I'm just going for these beautiful little florets. We have our little asparagus cut up into discs. We have the little tips of the asparagus, and we have these gorgeous little florets. We have my garlic and my shallots. I have a little bit of lemon juice, some beef broth. You could use chicken broth or veggie broth. We have a little bit of Chateau Diana, little white wine, and we have Arborio rice. I'll never pronounce it right, sorry. We're gonna go over to the stove and get cooking on this little risotto. I have some olive oil in my nonstick pan that is over medium. I'm adding my little garlic cloves. Ooh, we love a sizzle. We love to hear it. Our shallots. Cook these down just a little bit. I don't want them to burn, so just keep it over medium-low. I'm gonna go ahead and open my little, I have to look every time because I don't know how to pronounce it, Arborio. I wish you guys could feel this. It is like solid as a rock, skinny as a needle. Once these cook down just a bit, I'm gonna add the rice before I add any of the broth. And that's just gonna give it like a nice and toasted flavor. We have 1.5 cups. Remember last week when I said cooking isn't for measuring, baking is? I've added my little Arborio. I've added 1.5 cups of Arborio rice, and I'm mixing it in with the garlic and the shallot. I'm gonna turn up the heat just to medium, and we're gonna toast it off for about a minute. Arborio rice. We have a little Arborio rice. It's getting nice and crisp. Add a little bit of white wine. Oh! Let that soak into the rice. And then once it soaks in, we're gonna start to on and off add in more white wine. So we have a little bit of beef broth that's heating up, and we're just gonna go back and forth. You're seeing this in real time. It's already absorbed. She said, I'm parched! Our beef broth has come to a boil. Ooh. Just gonna take my time, add in a ladle of broth at a time until it absorbs. And slowly but surely we will get the risotto to the texture that we wish. It's not what I wish, it's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there? Sondheim, don't call me, I'll call you, or whatever the kids are saying nowadays. We're about 10 to 15 minutes in. Add the asparagus and our little pieces of broccolini. Add another little ladle of beef broth. So we've pretty much gone through about 4.5 cups of the beef broth. It just keeps absorbing and absorbing. I'm gonna go ahead and start to season. So I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a hint of lemon juice, fresh cracked black pepper. I'm just gonna add a hint of our lemon juice. Any little cordon bleus want to make me a little rhinestone and nailed glove, I wouldn't be opposed. So our garlic bread, ow! Our garlic bread just warned me that she's ready to come out. Oh my word. It smells divine. Wow. And I cooked off a little bit of our asparagus just to decorate with. That was $4.25 for 10 minutes on that garlic bread. Our risotto is coming together nicely. It is finally all cooked through. And we have 2 tablespoons of butter, unsalted, because our cheese is very salty. This is a little parm. Babe, this is done. This is done. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, turn the heat off. I'm gonna plate, and we're about to eat some risotto, baby. Whoa! Yes. I gotta say, this was a labor of love, but I think it is gonna be so worth it. I'm so excited. I love risotto. Oh! That is a flavor explosion. Oh, that is fancy. That is a fancy feast. We gotta move on to the star of the show. You thought it was the risotto? It's the garlic bread. That is everything you want in a piece of garlic bread. That nice crispy crust on the outside, and then as it sinks in, it's not fully crispy. It has that nice bready bounce back. and it's soaked with butter. My lip, that's not lip gloss. That is the butter. There you have it, guys. This was my little asparagus broccolini risotto with our absolute favorite garlic bread. I really appreciate you guys every week supporting Cluck That. It really means the world to me that you support my drag. Be careful out there. It is a very scary world. We have to stay strong. We have to stick together. We have to uplift and support and bring light to Black lives and Black trans lives. So please do what you can to support the Black Lives Matter movement. Make sure to register to vote. You have to. I encourage and demand that you register to vote. This has been another Cluck That with Selma Nilla, you guys. Have a good week. Baguette. Whee!